Hi everyone, thanks for checking out my video this week. We're going to take a look at the two winners from this past week. Brooke Henderson over here on the left, who won the women's championship over at Sahalee, and Daniel Berger, who won the PGA Tour event this week as well. So the lesson for this week is kind of talking about the backswing and how far to take the club back, and how the golf club doesn't really matter in your backswing, how it's going to be more what your body does and the positions your body get into, because these two players are very, very different when it comes to the position of their golf club, but very similar when it comes to the position of their body. And I think they illustrate my point very nicely. So we're going to start with Brooke over here on the left. She really, when she gets up to the top, sets the club really nicely with her hands, then also leans forward a little bit, and she gets in a position that we call pass parallel up at the top. Most of you know this. That golf club is sitting down there right on her left arm, and you can actually see the club head peeking out over this way right here, just past your left shoulder. And a lot of my students tend to swing like that sometimes and get freaked out by swinging the golf club past parallel. And then over here on the right, we're going to take a look at Daniel Berger, and he does the exact opposite. He kind of takes his hands up, doesn't set the wrist very much, not a lot of wrist leverage created, and he gets what we call short of parallel, or that golf club isn't sticking straight out of the target line just like that. So when I look at these positions, they are very different, and a lot of my amateur students will go, oh my God, one's short of parallel, he's not making a big enough turn. The other one's too long a parallel, she's way out of control. And while those can be true, and they can be indications of those two things, that doesn't quite tell the whole story, and it's certainly not the most important part in these two golf swings. What I do want you to take a look at is two critical pieces of the backswing. Number one is the arm positions for both players. You can see with Brooke over here on the left, her right arm is braced very nicely. She almost has that nice 90-degree angle with the right arm. Right elbow isn't tucked into the side, but it's ready to be. And Daniel Berger has that same position over here on the left. He's a little bit short of 90 degrees. And then the other most important part is kind of the plane of their left arm. You can see how it's, for both players, it's almost right across their shoulder line. And that's critical to return down to the golf ball and maintain connection with your body. That's going to be one of those important pieces for you. So, maintaining that connection up at the top and creating width with the hands. That's what power comes from in terms of where the golf club is the width of your hands. Getting your hands up nice and high, out away from your body. That's what we're looking for. And the second most critical element for these two players is how their shoulders have rotated off of their hips. They've created separation with their upper body, their shoulder rotation, and you can see that in both cases their hips are rotated significantly less. And what they're doing is they're creating torque and tension in that midsection area, and that's where they're going to generate their power. They're going to lead with their hips coming through, and they're going to create the lag by kind of letting the upper body just do that, lag behind. And I'll play it here, and I actually love the move that both of these players make. They're both a little bit shut up at the top with the club face, and they're going to do that just to allow the golf club to be delivered back behind them. See, Daniel drops that inside, sends it out to the right. You can see how the hips are leading the shoulders coming through there. Brooke's going to make the same motion as she transitions through. She's going to drop that golf club down there, way down there, attach the right shoulder. You can see the hips are out there leading. Give you a little bit more here. Golf club drops way down behind her. Come on, Brooke. Come on through. You can see hips start to fire first. Hips are getting through that club face. Golf club swings way out to the right. Nice little baby draw is getting produced. So, these are two players that do it differently with the golf club up at the top, but really the end product is going to be almost identical for them as they hit that nice kind of closed face out to the right draw. And really maintain those positions up at the top. So as you're working on your backswing this week, make sure that you're checking out what your body's doing, and don't get so focused on the golf club. Make sure your shoulders are rotating off of your hips, and make sure that your arms are getting extended out from your body, creating width, and get that left arm across your shoulder line. So again, I hope this is a good visual for you, and check me out next week.